I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hello, this is Rich Odenmacht at Woodsboro Bank, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Goodness gracious. Today is Monday, December 9th. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Let me just tell you, I am not prepared for the show today at all. And I know this doesn't surprise you, but I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but just should have gotten going earlier and just did not. So hang with me. It'll be great because we are getting to the holidays. And I guess kind of that is maybe some of the problem. I don't know. I'm just, I feel like I'm all over the place. But let's go ahead and get a rundown for today's show. All right. We are going to go over all the great events happening from the best calendar in the land, though I'm not all the way ready with every single thing. But we're just going to wing it. We're going to go with it, because that's how we do here. Then I've got trending stories with Dani and Marco. My brother joins me every Monday morning to kind of go over what's been happening on the internet. And Paws and Pets. Sponsored by Pet and Home Care, we have a very adorable husky named Husky. And he can be yours for the holidays. That would be great. And I have an up-and-coming entrepreneur series that I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks, highlighting some of our youth entrepreneurs. And today I feature Logan from Middletown High School, who I met at the Acton Children's Business Fair. And I really think we ought to change the name. Children really does sound young. And of course, there were some like elementary school aged kids at that event. But these high schoolers, these young people, young adults, really, they're really amazing and doing great things. And I know they're going to help to continue to make our county amazing. All right. The 200th show is coming January 14th. So please subscribe to us on YouTube and encourage others to subscribe as well. Would love to hit 1,400 subscribers by January 14th. I think we are currently at 1,100. So just 300 to go. And I'd love to announce that we made it on our 200th show, which will be live at the Home of Everything Frederick, and I'm putting together all the details for that right now. The December charity, the beneficiary of the proceeds of all Good Morning Frederick merchandise is Blessings in a Backpack. And I'm hoping to have the executive director on the show sometime through the month to talk about Blessings in a Backpack and all the great stuff that they do, but certainly, especially over the holidays, they send kids home with some extra stuff because they're off of school, where a lot of these kids get their meals for a week. So would love to talk with them a little bit more about that. Good morning. Good morning to our friend Tara. Hope you're feeling better. And good morning to Mama Cone. And of course, good morning to Pulling for Veterans. Yes, we will talk about the Toys for Tots drop off yesterday. And I will be featuring Jenny Jingles, new old friend, actually. Realized that I have known her for a while growing up. So she's doing some great things. And we always love to highlight when people do great things, because I do think that is contagious, and it makes more people do great things, and it makes people realize that one person can make a difference. One person can be the catalyst to other people doing great things. And we're going to talk more about that too. So that's what we have coming up today. It is Monday. It is December 9th. That means, what do we have? 16 days until Christmas. I can't even fathom. It is now it is going by in a blur. And I know tomorrow we're going to have Chris and Bob will be back. But I do want to take a minute to talk about Christmas Cash for Kids, which finished up on Friday, though there is an event this evening at Rack Brewing called Christmas Laughs for Kids. It will benefit Christmas Cash for Kids. But let me just say this. You know, it is really impressive to me that what some may consider a small AM station here in Frederick actually made a larger impact than other radio stations I know in our area. So Christmas Cash for Kids launched 1 week ago today, 1 week ago today. $0 in the bank, $0. On Friday, finishing up at 6:45 p.m. Now, mind you, this is only doing live broadcasting 3 hours in the morning, from 6 to 9 a.m., and 3 hours in the afternoon, I think from 3 to 6 p.m., and extended a little bit later in the week. So that's really not a lot. And if you do that time, so basically 30 hours, let's just say, in 30 hours, WFMD, its sponsors and supporters raised $134,000. I mean, that is absolutely, I wish I had like the sound things like Bob's got, the applause. But anyway, gives me chills now to talk about it. I know I've talked about this a little bit before, but when I was at Z104 originally had Christmas Cash for Kids. And I'm so glad when Z104 stopped broadcasting that WFMD picked up Christmas Cash for Kids and kept it going. Over 1,300 kids in Frederick County were registered through Salvation Army to receive gifts. So families, I think there was 700 families or something like that, 650 families that registered, over 1,300 kids. And it is so heartwarming to know that they will all have a Christmas thanks to WFMD, the sponsors, the listeners. Now, I remember this from way back, but there are listeners who literally brought in their laundry money in a Ziploc bag in coins to donate because they were so touched by the stories and the people who were a part of it. That if that doesn't make you tear up and have that non-grinchy heart, or making that heart grow 3 times its size, I don't know what will. The stories throughout the week are just amazing. And the people who are compelled to do something because they hear something about it. And I know for me too, we raised $335 thanks to you purchasing Good Morning Frederick merch. I bumped that to $500 because these kids need our help. And you got to do whatever you can to help the kids of Frederick County. So just huge kudos to them. And again, we're going to talk with Chris and Bob tomorrow. It's an exhausting week for them because there's a lot going on, but they deserve all of and reject all of the attention for this. But it does take people to get together and do it. And I just want to thank them so much. So good morning to Michelle. How are you today? So glad. Anyway. All right, so that's it for that. We will get more to that as the show comes. All right, don't forget about the podcast. I do post that in the afternoons mostly. If you want to listen to the show, you can certainly do that too. All right, let's go ahead and get the show officially started right now. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make that process easier. We Help You Move is veteran owned and a great supporter of the Frederick community, including yesterday helping us pick up over 400 toys that were donated at an open house in Brunswick. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right. I'm going to start what's happening in Frederick with what I typically do. But I'm going to say I didn't complete it. Every week I have to redo what's happening in Frederick and research what events are happening. And I I ran out of time. I really, really did want to say good morning to Nicholas from We Help You Move. Thank you so much. In all honesty, that's what happened. I just ran out of time and I got no other excuse. But let's go ahead and do what we do. We're just going to push right through. Oh, goodness gracious. I wish you could see what's happening in here. All right. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, pretty much anything, any flooring you need. Just give them a call and they'll come help you out. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. Reach out to them. When you call, ask for Jeff. He'll come up, he'll take good care of you and make sure your home looks exactly as you want it. And if you're selling your home this year, you're going to want to get your floors done because you want nice flooring throughout your home in order to help raise that asking price for sure. All right. So again, apologies. We're going to go with what we got here so far. All right. Of course, if you want to see all the events, now all the events are on the main calendar, right? I should maybe just go back to doing it the way I used to do it. It didn't require all this extra preparation, but because of you, because I love you guys so much, I just try to do my best. All right, but go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live. You'll see the calendar of events there. And also, if you look at the description of the show you're watching, there should be a live link to the calendar. You can check that out. And while you're online, be sure to check out the Google reviews for Atlas Wood Floors. You will see they are excellent and they'll do great work for you. Okay. Oh, well, here's what we all need. And actually, I saw that WFRE has the wreath, the Maryland Lottery wreath. So I'm hoping we're getting the tree. I don't know if we're getting the tree or the wreath this year. Gail is coming on the show next week. So either way, what we're getting is going to be made of $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch off. So whether you get the wreath or the tree that's pictured, you're going to get $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch-offs on December 23rd, but you can only get it if you text GMF to 888-465-2944. I'm going to put that up on screen for you. So as you go through, of course, you can just screenshot this screen. That way you always have it. Now, you could text every day if you want, okay? Text every day if you want, because each day, one texter is going to get 10 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. And then at the end on December 20th in the evening, we're going to find one person to win the tree or wreath, whatever it is that we get from Maryland Lottery, okay? You're going to get something good. All right, you can still get a free Good Morning Frederick ornament and sticker pack if you were one of the first 5 people to stop by the Home of Everything Frederick and ask for it. Okay? See, a lot of people come into the shop and they don't ask. You got to ask so that they will give you the ornament and sticker pack. And this can don your tree this year. Little ugly Christmas sweater, Good Morning Frederick ornament. You can have that on your tree. Now, the shop reopens. Well, actually, we're open tomorrow. Tomorrow from 5 to 8. We're going to talk about that and what's happening. So you can come by tomorrow. And then I think because of the holidays, we'll also be open Wednesday through Sunday. So anyway, stop by the shop, be one of the first 5, and ask for my free ornament. You'll get it. While you're at the shop, you're just going to do the things to get the gifts. You're going to make sure you are subscribed to Everything Frederick live on YouTube, and you're going to just send a text while you're there, and then take a number off the wall and turn it in, and that's going to give you a prize. Everything from $100 gift cards all the way down to magnets and stickers and tattoos and fun stuff like that, okay? And invites to the 200th show. So please go. You have now through January 13th to do that. And we would love to give you something nice over the holidays. Our self-guided Christmas lights tour map is live, and new addresses get added all the time. So go to promocircus.com, click on the self-guided Christmas lights tour tab, which is right at the top of the screen, and enter your address or the addresses of decorated houses you know of. And then right below that, you're going to see the map. Currently, I launched the map with all of the regional drive-through events and large-scale events. But as you go, you will see already tons of new addresses have been added, and information has been put in. I did find out that there's one of the neighborhoods in Brunswick where I was yesterday. They're doing the Great Light Fight, which is a friendly competition in the neighborhood to raise money or donations, actually, for the local food bank. So we're going to talk a lot about that coming up, but I think that starts in another week or so. Okay, today is December 9th. I did get today done. 4:30, starting at 4:30, it's the Holiday Light Show in Adamstown at Inwood Drive. They are taking collections for St. Jude's for their light display that they do each year. I might have to take a drive down to that. I think that looks really cool. 7 to 9 p.m., it is Christmas Laughs for Kids at Rack Brewing. I will be there with Mama Cone, and I think my husband's going to join us as well. And then we're going to be there for a little bit. And then 7:30, it is Tidings of Joy with the Frederick Chorale at St. John the Evangelist Catholic Church tonight on East 2nd Street. You can enjoy that beautiful event at 7:30 this evening. Tomorrow, it is at 5 o'clock, the Jingle Mingle Ugly Sweater Happy Hour with Women's Business Network at Delitzia Cafe. You should check it out. If you like to do some networking, you can check out that event. And then, of course, from 5 to 8, it is the Love Local Tour, which is our local area supporting the downtown Frederick shops when it's not the weekend time and so packed with a lot of great things going on. So go support all the local businesses, local merchants downtown, 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to be at the Home of Everything Frederick and celebrating Mama Cone's birthday. Just for full disclosure, it is also my dad's birthday. The same day, my mom and dad have the same birthday. Getting him out of the house is a little bit harder, so I'll be taking him his Christmas gift, or birthday gift, earlier in the day. But Mama Cone will be with me at the Home of Everything Frederick, so we're giving her the celebration there. So so for people who know that my parents' birthday is on the same day, it is. And just again, full disclosure, my mom and dad are no longer married. They each married other people. And so that is another reason. There you go. But everybody gets along, which is awesome. Fantastic. All right. And then 6 to 9 p.m., the United Steam Fire Engine Company number 3 will be grabbing Santa and Mrs. Claus and driving through some local neighborhoods. Actually, they're doing it several times. They did it a couple of times over the weekend. And on tomorrow, they will be in Talon Ridge, Spring Ridge, and Preserve at Long Branch, just driving through, no stopping. But if you're in those neighborhoods, be sure to hop out and wave. All right, Wednesday, December 11th, it is the Frederick County Animal Control Microchip Clinic. This is $20, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., no appointment necessary. Go get your pets microchipped in case they get out. They can be returned to you. There are a lot of local high school sports around the county. Please support your local athletes at your local high schools. 5 p.m., it's the chess club at Frederick Social. Go down and play chess. I do believe there are people down there who will teach you how to play chess if you want to learn. And then at 6:30, it is the Festival of Lights at City Hall in Frederick. You can go down and check. I've never been, so we'll go to that too. So we got a lot of stuff going on this week leading up to the holidays. December 12th, the Inwood Christmas light display continues. And again, Santa and Mrs. Claus drive through local neighborhoods, villages of Ballinger Creek, Farmbrook, and Kingsbrook on Thursday. Here's where I did not get far in my what's happening in Frederick. The most important thing on here, though, is the Kris Kringle procession in downtown. That is at 6:30. You're going to want to get downtown early because the streets are packed. Parking is tough. You're going to want to make sure you get down there early. Maybe go to a restaurant or whatever. And then you're going to want to sit along East Patrick Street from the post office to Market Street from Patrick to 2nd, and then 2nd Street to Tally is where the parade route goes. So line the streets, and perhaps you'll get some goodies. A lot of the organizations pass out candy and other things along the route. I will say this, pro tip: if you want any chance of getting handouts, you're going to want to be along East Patrick Street or right around the corners of Market and Patrick, because I will tell you, if it's the first time people have done anything, a lot of stuff is handed out early in the parade route, and a lot of the organizations are empty by the time they get to 2nd Street. So if you want candy and handouts and things like that, my advice is to be down on Patrick Street along there. So get down there early, because normally it's 4 or 5 deep. And bring blankets if you can to sit on, or chairs as well, and enjoy that. Saturday, again, didn't get too far because there's a lot of events on Saturday. So we will be talking about a lot of them. But Wreaths Across America, there are some organizations still looking for volunteers and wreath purchases. My Key City Rotary will be at Mount Olivet Cemetery here in Frederick. Pulling for Veterans will be at Park Heights Cemetery, and could use your help placing the wreaths on the graves of our veterans. And I do believe there are still some. You could go to just wreathsacrossamerica.org, and there are many organizations that still need purchases of wreaths to happen in order to make sure all the veterans are covered. So you can just look and support. I know there's a ton going on Sunday, December 15th, too. Didn't get to that. So we'll make sure and update that for tomorrow. Tons of coming soons, though. So we're not done with the holidays all the way up through. There's still a lot of things you're going to want to mark on your calendar. On December 18th, again, the fire engine is driving through Jefferson Tech Park, Westview South, and Robin Meadows. I think that is one of their last ones. December 21st, it's the Jeep Holiday Parade. Lit up Jeeps are going to drive through Urbana, starting at Byron Circle with a horse-drawn carriage as well, ending at the Urbana Fire Department with hot chocolate, and you could get to see all the Jeeps that have been lit up in the parade. And there are places along the route to stop, and if you don't live in Urbana, you can go hang out. There's good viewing spaces. Also, they will be collecting blankets for Sleep in Heavenly Peace, so you can either drop them off at the fire department at the end, or at the start at Byron Circle, or the Jeeps will stop if you've got a blanket to collect. So there you go. The 26th, it's the candlelight tour of historic houses. The 31st is the finish of the fundraiser for the homeless pets, Frederick County Animal Control's homeless pets. You can buy a raffle ticket to win free groceries for 1 year. Also, January 14th, the 200th show of Good Morning Frederick. We'd love for you to come out and be a part of that. Just text me if you want to attend, 8 to 10 a.m. We'll be doing a special live broadcast. February 5th is the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff at the Weinberg Center. Tickets should be on sale this week. February 8th, it's the Bootleggers Ball at Union Mills. That is a Celebrate Frederick event. It's a 21 and up costumed affair, speakeasy. Looks like a lot of fun there. And March 5th, the African Americans of Excellence exhibit auction is going to happen at Warehouse Cinemas. Okay, we barreled through, so there's a lot going on as always, and appreciate you checking all of that stuff out and participating when you can to support our local businesses here in and around Frederick. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with Trending Stories with Dani and Marco. We've got Possum Pets with Husky, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. And you're going to meet Logan, one of our young entrepreneurs that we are highlighting over the next few weeks. I'm so excited that we've got so many young people who are participating in starting businesses. I think it's a great thing for them. So all of that will come up just after this. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
All right. Every Monday, I certainly enjoy trending stories with my brother Marco. And we talk about all the crazy and interesting things happening on the internet. Enjoy. Here's Trending Stories.
Hello and welcome to Trending Stories on this Monday morning. Congratulations to everybody who made it through the weekend. Just as a good weekend to make it through. It was good weather actually where I was from. I don't know about you, Dani, but
Same.
yeah,
Same.
not
Yesterday
bad.
was beautiful, nice day. It had been very cold and bitter, and
Yeah.
yesterday gave us a little glimpse of something more mild, which was nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you hit share, like, and comment, and let us know what you'd like to hear. These trending stories are trending all over the internet. You get them first here each and every Monday with myself, Marco, and Dani Gurry. Did you have a great weekend, or what happened there?
I did. So two big things happened on Friday. The radio station where I worked, one of them, the sister station, WFMD AM 930, who has picked up Christmas Cash for Kids, which, if you remember,
I do
brother,
remember.
that way back in the day, it was at Z104 where we were both employed. Well,
Correct.
Z104 gave it up, and WFMD smartly said, we will take that on. Well, this and I say this with sweetness in my voice, this little AM radio station in Frederick, Maryland on Friday afternoon wrapped up 1 week of Christmas Cash for Kids, $134,000
Nice.
was collected to give Christmas to, just over, I think, 1,300 or something like that, children in Frederick County. And amazing. I mean, amazing. That is, an AM radio station really on its own. 49 years Christmas Cash for Kids has been going. And I cannot wait. I've already started to think about what are we going to do for year 50 next year. It's going to be humongous, but $134,000. And then Sunday, WFRE wrapped up Toys for Tots for the Marines. And a friend of mine reached out through Facebook, said, "Hey, I know you're involved with the radio station. I just did an open house Christmas party and collected 400 toys for kids for Toys for Tots." So we delivered that yesterday, and oh God, was that phenomenal. So yeah, it was a very feel-good week and weekend.
Yeah, well, and while we're doing that, I have to just say at Thursday and Friday at the radio station that I work for, which is K100 in Toledo, we did our annual radiothon for St. Jude, and last year we raised $74,000 in 2 days, and I'm proud to say that Thursday and Friday we raised $80,000 plus to go to St. Jude and to help kids fighting cancer. So it is that time of year.
The WFRE does St. Jude's too. So their radiothon, or our radiothon, comes up soon. So that's cool.
Yeah. So fantastic.
Yeah. Well done.
Good causes all the way around. Of course, it's December. It's a few days till Christmas here, and it is the Christmas time spirit. The spirit of giving is out and about, especially since everything around the world isn't not really going great as far as having money, doing things, and of course some of these trending stories insane. We're going to get to the most insane in just a couple of seconds, but before we hit that one, I want to hit you with, I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on in New Jersey with these drones. This is insane. I'll just play this for you here. This is like 20 nights in a row here. These drones, and these aren't just somebody flying drones. This is actually, these are car-sized, the size of minivans, drones in the air. Now, don't be fooled about these lights, because it does look like, everyone's like, oh, it's a plane, and it's this and that, and it's like, no, it's definitely not a plane, and it's not a helicopter, and even though it has lights, it does otherworldly things. I'll do one of these things, outmanned a jet, by, I guess, going to a full speed of, doing stuff that a normal drone is not going to be able to do. But it's insane.
Funny. I have seen like the press conferences with the police, but I haven't seen that footage yet. So wild.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and it's been every night, and it's just mind-boggling actually, because these things are coming out, and the FBI is saying, hey, we don't really know what's going on, and people keep saying, oh, this is just a regular drone. Now here, I'm going to play this for you. Now this is another one of these drones, but watch what this drone does when this is an F-15 fighter pilot. In a jet, watch this drone. It's just gone. Look at that. I mean, that just accelerated like 10 miles. So it's not a drone that's just sitting there. He left. That's an F-15, that blinking plane right up there. It's a fighter jet. It's one of the best we have in our artillery. And this thing just goes ahead and just leaves it in the dust by miles. So they can't get these things. And even though they look at this thing is just going back and forth. And just accelerating at speeds that's going across the sky there. I mean, it really doesn't do it justice because how far it is.
It's so hard because you don't have any reference to size or anything, because obviously it's in the sky. But I just watched an interview with someone who said that, and this was a while ago, there were F-15s doing some test missions off the coast of San Diego, where I used to live, and they were Navy was on the USS Nimitz that I had a lot of friends who were deployed on before. They were doing some test missions and they flew up upon an unidentified object that, like you just said, these guys are going like Mach 1 or whatever it is. And this thing flew so fast past them, out of their vision. And not only that, the thing that freaked them out is that it went from way up in the atmosphere and dropped to sea level in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And it disappeared. They couldn't find it. They didn't know where it went. And it ended up where they were headed, which was like not just a straight route. Like this thing knew what they were doing or read their radar or did whatever. And it freaked out a lot of the pilots who are flying. So who knows
insane.
what's happening?
I mean, these things are flying really low, and people they see the lights. Now, these lights look like lights that would be on a typical plane or a typical, but even though they're doing things that, and people are like, oh, well, it's just somebody flying a drone. No, there's been a no-fly for. I'm actually a drone pilot. I have a drone pilot's license, and so when you have a no-fly, your drone won't even work. So if I had, let's say I had my DJI Maverick 3, I could take it out there, but it wouldn't start up because they're able to ground all drones if in case of something happens. So there's a no fly over New Jersey, except they're flying. This is like the 15th night in a row that these things have been in the sky and just doing things that are just not of this world. FBI is they don't know what's going on, and so it's baffling.
Well, the crazy thing is now we're just talking about it like it's normal. That's what kills me. Like, we're just having a press conference about these unidentified objects. Yep, no big. This is what we do now.
We have done so much since 2020 with the start of COVID and then everything that's happened until right now that I don't think the American population could care less really about anything. No. But that is one thing. And I know we usually go back and forth, but I'm going to do my segment here because this is really the story of all stories. This is just a fascinating, just crazy event. I'm sure you're keeping track with what's going on here in New York City. This assassination attempt. I'll just play a quick bit of this here.
New York City police say they recovered what they believe is the shooter's backpack in Central Park. That's where the gunman fled after shooting Thompson in front of a hotel in Midtown Manhattan early Wednesday morning. While the backpack may serve as a valuable clue, the search is now expanding well beyond New York City and now includes the FBI and more than 80 police departments nationwide.
Investigators now believe the gunman left New York on a bus shortly after the shooting. NYPD sources say they have more than 200 images of the person they want to question, but they have not named a suspect or determined a motive. Meanwhile, the shooter...
Okay, so there you go. That's just a little bit of it. But, I mean, this story is captivating the whole country, the whole world, really, and the backlash. And I could do probably 4 straight hours without stopping on the fascinating series of events that have happened because, obviously, it's so funny that the people that are so out of touch, they're like, because let's backtrack. So that happens, and the social media goes nuts. I don't know if you want to add anything on here, but the social media comments are sick. I mean, you have to start these conversations by saying, look, somebody lost a husband, they lost a brother, a son, some human being was murdered in cold blood, and then the outpouring backlash comments are insane that have followed.
They are insane.
But are they
make
insane?
You think. They make you go, maybe there's something to this. First of all, seeing this on camera, and I think that was the only camera that captured what happened. So seeing somebody walk up like that was like a movie, right? Which makes you believe immediately this person was not someone whose coverage was denied. This is somebody who literally was hired and probably does this on a frequent basis, right?
Yeah.
His gun jammed. He had a silencer.
Yeah, that you just don't
calm. He took his shots. He walked away from the scene. He didn't freak out.
Yeah. And there was inscriptions on the bullets.
The images and the backpack are not left by this person. I don't think he would have been that sloppy. So I do believe maybe this is just getting them on the wrong track or something like that. I don't know.
What did you hear what they found in the backpack?
Oh, with the monopoly money.
Monopoly money and the jacket. So
Yeah, he's letting them find things and get things that he wants them to find to confuse them or plant or whatever. Like, this guy is not just letting his image be put out there without knowing exactly what he's doing, I think.
He also etched on the bullets, defend, depose, delay, which is what insurance companies do. Now, here's what's fascinating happening. So all of this social media comes out, and there are some funny comments. Again, you have to say, oh my gosh, somebody died. But, hey, I'm sorry this guy died, but I'm sure his service was out of coverage. I mean, there's just so many. So United Healthcare, they rebuke almost 44% of all claims. They reject the claims. They reject so many claims that this CEO actually hired an AI firm to start to do this because it was overwhelming them, as many people as they were denying. So they hired a company to deny more people, and of course that saves the company money. Now this company made $6 billion last year on profit, and so people are asking, well, I mean, how much? And so it's very frustrating. If you have a family member, a relative, yourself, you've been denied. This has been a problem long ago. But here's what's happened. So traditionally, it's always left versus right. And here's the problem with left versus. I'm just going to try to break it down very simply because we don't have a lot of time here. But anytime there's a problem, it's left versus right. You got about half the people on the left. You got about half on the right. I think there's probably a little bit more on the right, but let's just say 50-50. So we're constantly 50-50ing each other. What this has done is it's done something different, and this is happening as we speak right now, and it's fascinating to me. Now it's not 50-50, because if you see what Ben Shapiro actually went on and was defending, people saying, hey, this guy lost his life, I can't believe you, and they're turning on him. Did you see that? Ben Shapiro's last video, oh my God, they're in it. And so you're saying, well, what's happening? Now it's turned from left versus right, 50-50, to have not. And have not is 1% to 2% and 98%. And these people here are left and right. They're like, hey, you're rich and you're making money off of us, and we can't afford anything anymore. And the lower to middle class is all being squeezed together. And now it's the rich versus the poor. And let me tell you something, that is how the French Revolution started, and where the saying "eat the rich." When they have nothing else to eat, they'll start eating the rich. That's that quote. So this is insane what's happening, and I'm telling you, we are on the precipice. I tweeted the other day, if one more of these things happen, it's God help us, because you won't be able to stop what's going to happen to these rich people.
Is it true that this CEO was going to be brought to Capitol Hill to potentially be questioned about some insider trading going on?
Yeah, a few months ago, he sold off over $100 million worth of stock because he knew that they were being investigated. And, of course, Nancy Pelosi's name is in the middle of that whole thing. So that's a whole side thing that's going on.
That right there is what has me believing that this was not somebody who was denied coverage, right? Yeah. That right there has me believing there is some more vicious and targeted reason for this, whether it had something to do with that, whether it was somebody from his own group or anything else. I don't know, but they always say follow the money, and I agree with that. So it's very interesting, and it's terrible, awful that this guy potentially got caught up in whatever it was.
Well, not only that, also the fact that the shooter knew the exact schedule, and not only the exact schedule that because he wasn't staying at the hotel that the conference was at, so somebody would have to have inside knowledge there. There's just a lot that says this might be a professional, and maybe it is, because the old classic "look over here" while we're doing something over here is always in play. But whatever it is, it's fascinating what's actually happening, because now the regular people, all of us poor people, all the people that are, we're now involved in this class warfare. And let me tell you something, boy, it goes to hell in a handbasket quick, because but I thought the funniest things that I saw online were people were posting all over, hey, it's funny, Blue Cross Blue Shield just approved. I was waiting 9 months, and United Healthcare just approved. Everybody was getting, it's like someone's like, approve. But the backlash is crazy. Have you seen all these CEOs have taken their LinkedIn profiles down? They've all taken their off of their websites who the CEO is, which, by the way, is illegal because of the SEC. You have to actually have at least if you're a publicly traded company, you have to have your board members on somewhere to be seen. This is just an insane story that just is. This is going to go well into 2025.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Do you have one you want to do?
What did I send you? Let's see.
I sent you perhaps the funniest one that I just died laughing on. You sent the golf cart. I saw that. That was hysterical. Yeah, you haven't sent jack shit, dude. Here, let's just do.
Maybe I just laughed at the ones you sent. I've watched a lot.
Holy shit! Here, let's just do this one.
What?
He disappears into a 40-foot hole. So, because we're going to look at some of these things. So let me pause right here. So here you see the cone and you see the line and then you see obvious ground under repair. Is that obvious to everybody?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
And then he just says, I don't need any of this.
I know what. He steps over the freaking barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he trying to get a better view of whomever's speaking?
I don't know.
It, though. Hopefully, at the very front of the line is the sign that says number of days since last accident, like Homer Simpson, and there's a big 0.
Well, actually,
I did see your comment though, because when you sent this to me, and the sign at the
right
top
here that says "Adios, Don Andres," and people are calling this guy Don because he went adios. But some of the comments, obviously, the first few are hysterical. How about, I wonder why this barrier and safety cones are here for. Next one, no survival skills whatsoever.
Rules don't apply to me.
Oh, yeah. I do what I want. Clearly marked with tape, and he stepped over the tape. Of course.
Yeah. When you're trying to sneak into the meeting late.
Me trying to be quiet while going to the fridge in the middle of the night.
Yes. Oh my God.
And then it said, so his name was Andres, and there's my comment, because that name right there on the sign says it all, man.
Adios.
Adios, Don.
That's great. That was a good one.
All right, so there you go. What do you got going on for your rest of today on Good Morning Frederick, Dan?
Well, all this week, actually, and even into next week, we are introducing our viewers to some youth entrepreneurs. And I would say these are kids, but dude, let me tell you, we've got kids here in Frederick County developing things to help stroke victims recover quicker. These are kids in high school.
Wow.
We also have a student who has created something with AI to not only help teachers, but to help students get answers to questions after the class is over. It's being used right now and phenomenal. And I'm going to be talking to them over the next couple of weeks. We have about 15 youth entrepreneurs we've interviewed. So it's really cool.
That is awesome. Well, all that and more coming up at your trending stories. Thank you so much for being here each and every day. We appreciate that. Dan, thank you for letting me invade your space here. Make sure you hit share, like, and comment. Let us know what you think of the whole assassination attempt, what you think there, the UAPs in New Jersey. That's a crazy story. And, of course, if you have any other videos of people being dumb, we like those. We like those as well. Share, like, and comment. Any questions, comments, motivational statements before you get out of here, Dan?
Well, I am on the countdown to Christmas, I think, like everybody else, and now I'm in full panic mode because we're very soon into the double digits of December, which means very few days left. So,
yeah. But you can win some fabulous stuff for your stocking stuffers from you. You're giving away over 200 prizes for your 200th show.
Yes. Well, all that. Yes, you just come by the Home of Everything Frederick anytime and pull a number off the wall when you subscribe and text, and you could get a great prize to give to somebody else or keep for yourself.
Love that. All right, well, have a fantastic rest of your Monday. More of Good Morning Frederick on the way. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us right here.
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.
All right. Want to thank my brother for that. All right. Let's jump right into Possum Pets. Sponsored by Pet and Home Care. They have been providing trusted and reliable care since 1999. Pet sitting, doggy daycare, or kenneling. Pet and Home Care is the best choice with simple online scheduling and 24/7 availability. They've also purchased the Green Canine, which is grooming in Urbana. They can add that too. They're always there for you. Go to petandhomecare.com for more information. And here is today's Possum Pet.
Frederick County Animal Shelter and Good Morning Frederick proudly present Possum Pets. Sponsored by Pet and Home Care. Now let's meet today's adorable adoptable pet.
Meet Husky, this week's Pet of the Week. The cold weather does not have Husky down. He loves it. Like so many Siberian Huskies, Husky arrived at the shelter as a stray. They are hardwired to run, so when left unattended, they just can't help themselves. Unfortunately for Husky, no owner came forward looking for him, so now we hope to find him a family that can keep him safely at home. At only 1 year old, Husky is a handsome, friendly guy that loves to play. His ideal family will be able to provide him daily off-leash playtime and/or on-leash adventures. Also, he may not be well suited to live with very young kids because he can be somewhat intense about his toys when he is playing. Do you think you might be the right fit for Husky? Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in Husky or any other animal at the shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546 and we'd be happy to make that reservation for you.
Oh, what a pretty dog he is. Husky can be yours, but you really do need a fortress for a yard if you're just going to leave them back there with no supervision. Huskies are notorious for breaking out and escaping and running. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with Logan from Middletown High School. He is our young entrepreneur we're highlighting today. That's right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and beyond. You're going to want to call A&S Construction if you've noticed anything going weird on your roof, siding. They can do your windows and gutters. They can even build you a new patio or deck. Again, if you're looking forward to maybe doing something nice in the spring, now's the time you can talk with Sandra and her team to find out. If you have a roofing issue or issues with your windows, you're going to want to call her ASAP. A&S Construction. You can call her at 301-703-2157 or email her at info@ansconstruction.net. Don't forget, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know Dani sent you her way. Okay. Oh, yes. You know what I did forget? Hold on one second, because I can't go forward without this, because this is the very, very important. Let's pull this up. It's one of our great friends here. Here we go. So very excited to present to you some of our young entrepreneurs. We will be highlighting them over the next couple of weeks for sure. and they're just fascinating and really inspiring. And I'm hesitating so that what I need is uploading. It is a Monday. And it is a Monday getting closer and closer to the holidays, which makes it kind of even worse. All right, here we go. Market Makers is sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or go to dublinroasters.com. All right, here's Logan from Middletown High School, one of our young entrepreneurs.
Middletown High School. This is Logan. I met you a few weeks ago at the city's junior entrepreneurial pitch.
Acton Youth Business Fair.
Acton Youth Business Fair, yeah, that's right. You weren't at the pitch event, you were at the business fair. And did you tell me that like you were voluntold you had to do that, or was that somebody else?
I mean,
you were saying
that was,
he asked you
yes,
like
he
a
asked
couple days before.
me 2 days before to go down to Carroll Creek and...
Yeah, and that is a great event, great opportunity. Did you learn anything from setting up and talking to people?
Actually, I did learn a lot that actually helped me improve for this current business fair that I won. It was just a lot of like genuine critiques from people is easiest to take and mold.
Yeah, so give me one of the greatest pieces of advice, or I guess.
Improving my table presentation.
Yeah, table presentation is important.
That was one of the biggest things that I heard from my previous run.
Yeah, and so what did you do this time around at Middletown? So you guys hosted a business fair. You said 40 or 50 kids?
40 or 50 kids,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So about like 45 businesses.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So all I added different was just made sure that it didn't look as it was rather.
And so how did you do that? What did you do?
I redid my designs and my signs. I like went over them again and made sure that I have my layout down. It was mostly the presentation was from me though, so that's what I had to worry about the most.
It's true. It is true. But I think first impressions are everything, right?
Exactly.
So people, it's like when you meet people, no matter what that first impression is, and you can get over it and you form a relationship, immediately you think something, right?
Exactly.
And if people are going to give you their money, it's like going to a barber that's bald. You have to be convinced. I don't want to be convinced that it's the right thing. I want, to look at somebody and think that that's good. All right, so you do marketing, manage
full suite digital media and design. So that means I do production of content online and then also uploading that content for businesses online.
Yeah. So you have clients now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and so give me an example of what your day is like for them.
So a day in for a client, if I'm starting with them, will be a consultation. What are you looking for? What do you need specifically? How quickly do you need this done? And after I'm given those information, I'll send them an invoice and be like, this is what I will take for this.
That's a quote.
Yeah, quote. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got me there.
That's okay. Yeah.
Give them a quote.
Yeah.
To then get the
quote
input.
your services. Yeah.
And then I will work through whatever I'm working on. If it's a digital graphic design, I'll definitely be more able to step in and be like, hey, what do you think of this? Sending in references, and then end up finishing or completing whatever design or video that they need and shipping it out.
So how long have you been interested in this sort of...
Well, I've been in this line of work, freelance, for the last 4 years.
Nice.
So I've been doing this for a long while. It's more just a kind of bringing it all together and officializing it.
Yeah, making it an official business. Where do you think the growth is going to come over the next 2 to 3 years for you?
Working with just bigger businesses, expanding my clientele, working it out, and then if I eventually need to hire more people other than just me, just continuing that way.
Yeah. What programs do you work in mostly?
I work in all the Adobe programs because I'm certified in the full Adobe suite. So
nice.
That's where I work.
That's really great to have all that experience. What's been the most fun project that you've worked on?
The most fun was doing the logos for one of my fellow people at the business fair. As he helped me, he had a very fun design, and I got to work with him for a little bit about a bunch of things.
Okay.
It was kind of fun. I like having the designs where I'm able to take more of the creative charge.
Yeah.
As that's what he wanted me to do.
Okay. Because I know this, being both creative and a business owner, sometimes I go to my graphic designer and I just say, this is my idea, but I don't really give any direction. And I like what comes back, because sometimes it's not what I'm thinking. But then once I see something, I go, okay, yeah, that's definitely not what I was thinking. So then I give direction. How do you prefer to work?
Honestly, either or. It's really up to the client, because some clients, like you said, they're not very knowledgeable on what they want, nor really know what they want specifically. They have a general idea, and they'll send like references and stuff.
Yeah.
But then if I send them something they don't like, that's the great thing about being an artist, is I can always be like, okay, we can change this.
Nothing is permanent.
Exactly.
So how can people get in touch with you if they want to reach out?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Wayne Marketing Management. I also am on TikTok at Wayne Management.
Okay.
You can find me at Logan Hegg at hegglogan@gmail.com.
Okay.
And that's all my contacts.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing what you're going to produce over the next several years. Maybe he might be on our channel.
Who knows?
We're going to try. We're trying. We're going to get him on. All right. We really appreciate it. Congratulations, though. So you were number one finisher.
Yes, number one finisher.
What did that get you?
$300.
Oh, wow. Nice. What are you spending it on?
Gas. That's probably where it's going to go. I got a 2000 Cadillac. That thing eats it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. Thank you, guys.
Want to thank Logan. Want to thank Mr. Phelan's class at Middletown High School. I think it's a financial literacy math class, which is very cool. I want to thank them for that. All right, coming up on tomorrow's show, it is Tech Tip Tuesday, and we're going to have Under the Hood with Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. Lord have mercy. Let's have a great day. It is Monday, everybody. We got about 15 days left until Christmas. I hope you guys are ready for that, because I sure am not. Let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick. I know we can do it. Just hang on.